Hey buzzers, welcome to the AFTERBUZZ TV Lucifer After Show. We are in season 2. It's episode 15, Deceptive Little Parasite.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Where's the song? Okay, I totally got tricked. Hi, welcome to the show. We really did have a song planned for you guys, but apparently I just got punked, and you got to hear me unplugged. I know. Try to refrain from pausing. Oh, there we go. It doesn't matter. The moment is ruined, okay? Raw and unplugged, Alikona. Anyhow, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Alikona Bradford. As you can see, there is a brand new panel with me. We'll get into that in just a second, but most importantly, you at home, of course, are our co-hosts, so I want to invite you to join us here at this end of the table. It is just for every single one of you by joining hashtag ABTVLucifer, and we'll be sure to pull up the hashtag and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. But in the meantime, let's get to know our new panelists.
I am Jackie Rae, aka J Rae the Fanatic, which is where you can find me on Instagram and Twitter, J Rae the Fanatic.
Freddie Sheppard, Monster Jam on the voice of the Badass Dash, and it's at Shep68.
Yeah, absolutely. So for those of you who don't know, I've been on tour this whole entire time and still coming home to host this show just for you guys, and on tour with this lovely gentleman over here. So,
been a pleasure.
Yeah.
To say the least.
And you got your Devil Cherry Pop tonight.
I did.
Yes.
I did.
His first time watching the show.
Super excited. So it's going to be fun to get the perspective of somebody who's brand new to the
He's
show.
He's a wee baby.
Yeah. So anywho, that is that. We got our new people in place. Let's talk a little bit about the show.
Yes, get into it.
So much going on. I don't even know where I want to start. I think we'll start with Mom. Because I had a lot of fun with her. She made her few little moments. But my favorite moment has to be when she came in the whole getup.
Beat up her son?
Yeah, because the three of us, okay, we're sitting here at the table and we're going, who's that? It's a celestial being. It's God. It's somebody. And it's Mom.
I thought it was Jesus.
Let's correct it. I was first to know that was Mom.
No, you did not.
First timer, and I knew it.
Stop it. How?
I called it. I said it was Mom.
Did he?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that. That sounds made up.
Honestly, I tend to try to drown him out amongst a lot of the chatter, so I really don't know.
We've done 42 live shows together this year, 2017.
Yes.
So I think you're
So
good at drowning me
You're
out.
probably good at it.
Yeah. I try not to be.
I personally didn't hear you say it was Mom.
It was, I promise.
Okay.
Well, you know, and Billie Jean Girl 18, she's always fantastic about hopping in on Twitter, and she had actually asked, like, what did you think about all of the different attempts that Mom made to try to get him pulled emotions?
I thought it was great. I thought the sex attempt was going to be it because this whole show, that's kind of been his go-to when things aren't going right. Just go and get him some. So I thought
Sound familiar, Freddie?
Oh,
Just a little
did she
bit.
call you out, though?
I gotta tell you, for me, for being a first timer, it was so all over the map, but it hooked me.
See?
Yeah.
Like I was so
right?
into about the first 5 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I just high five. This is gonna be great because I'm a reality TV guy. But wow,
Yeah.
super hooked.
Just enough drama. There's the same amount of drama as reality TV.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? Actually, I liked the fact that he was in the club. And you know Lucifer, he's pretty selfish, right?
Yeah.
So the whole reason he's getting involved in this case is always going to be to benefit him. But the fact that
Absolutely.
he took the children's book, only Lucifer, only a British bloke could go to a club with a, like, cartoon child's book and be surrounded by women. And
But he still pulled off sexy, though. That's the thing, though. You've got this kid's book, and you're still like,
I
love how he kept it was Mom putting that whole game together.
Right?
All three ladies benefit. Merry Christmas from
I
Mom.
can't get my mom to co-sign on one guy, and she's just sending people his way.
Clearly desperate. Clearly desperate. We don't know why, but obviously she's leaking light out of her wrist, guys.
What is that about? How is she leaking light? Can she just find a new body? I mean, the one she's got's pretty good. Let's just
Agreed.
Let's just
Absolutely.
go there. It's
That's
a great body. You
kinda
did
milfy.
good. You right?
Oh, yeah,
She's
100%.
pretty hot. I approve.
The connection between Trixie and Lucifer. Do you almost think that there's going to be some relation as the show goes further, that those two have a little bit closer relationship because they connect too well?
They do connect well. I've always thought, and I'm probably oversimplifying it, it's probably something much, much deeper, but I've always thought that because, you know, they say, like, kids see ghosts and stuff like that, so they see, like, she sees the good in him that he probably isn't aware of yet, so I feel like she's going to be his catalyst to whatever this epic conclusion is
She's
going to
like
be.
Rosemary's Baby, though.
No, see,
gonna
now
be
you're
something.
making it up.
No, but she's going to be evil.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
She's going to be the other part.
Now, when he did say, when he was like, "Oh, I need to find a child," I thought he was gonna make a child.
I thought that's what he should have been.
And I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, doesn't that bring along the apocalypse in every story we know when the devil makes a baby? Doesn't it?
Hey, I thought I just mentioned that.
But that's not gonna be Trixie though.
Wait, hold on. I want to take a moment. I invited you guys to chat, so how dare I invite you and not say hello? So I'm going to take a moment, change my focal point. Hello to Autumn Phoenix, who said, I died when Lucy was reading the book he stole. Amen.
Right.
We have Donald Ross. Let's see. She can't heal twice. They said that when Mom appeared, if she dies to get another body. I could have read that wrong. Did I read that wrong?
No.
Okay, just making sure. I saw Ivan in the chat
his
room.
mom
Billie
said,
Jean Girl is in the chat room. Did you notice the devil drawing on the refrigerator? I did not.
I did not see the devil drawing.
It was
Did you see
live
that?
drawing? No, I didn't see it.
No, maybe Trixie
Was
drew
it subliminal?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that was the
See,
picture.
there we go.
he-
Trixie was drawing
my
a
goodness.
sign from Satan.
No, but you know what? At the season 1, episode, I don't know, 1 maybe, I know when she first met Lucifer, I feel like he told her, he told her, I'm the devil. And she's like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
so I
she
feel
was-
like
yeah,
she's totally
she-
like, yeah, that's the devil.
Yeah.
And her mom, Chloe, would probably just go, okay, honey, good imagination.
But I feel like she was the first one to accept him. Like she was like, yeah, I could see that. Because she's a kid, you know, they can see things. So she's like, yeah, I can see your
I'm
point.
telling you, it falls back to the scene where they were holding hands and they made the deal when they were going into the school and what was it? The favor, the keys to the car. That was it.
Yeah.
And it was instant.
I love that her name is Trixie though, because she's always like trying to trick somebody into giving her something.
Usually it's
she
chocolate
wants.
cake.
Usually it's chocolate cake.
Yeah.
I wish life was that easy. Just
That
give me
was
some chocolate
the
cake.
comment about the chocolate cake under the bed.
Yes.
Look at
Yeah.
Okay, hey, first timers getting something. All right.
Gosh, what do I want to say about the two of them? I really liked, because they had released a statement saying it was going to be an opportunity to get to know Trixie a little bit more in this episode, and we did. And it was cool that because kids are super duper smart.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're a dad, you know, and I think a lot of times we underestimate kids, and maybe even parents in some senses underestimating what their child absorbs at home. So to have that really down-to-earth connecting moment of seeing Trixie in her little circle and say, you know, my mommy I pretend for my mommy because she's so busy helping all these other people. And that's when you're like, oh, you know? And it was cool that Lucifer bonded over, like, he was having an adult relationship with Trixie right then and being like, yeah, I know what it feels like to be decepted by my mom. Now, let's get back to me, please. Excuse me.
Like, let's not divert here. Like,
So I thought that whole thing was just BS. I didn't realize that she was linking it. She was truly linking that to her mom.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Because I didn't know that.
Well,
So
her
I thought
mom
she was
almost
like
died.
a used car salesperson right there. And then she was selling it.
He's really giving Trixie a bad name.
No, I'm telling you, I don't believe her.
First she's Rosemary's Baby.
But give me some background on this badass chick, the assistant, Maze.
Oh, Mazikeen.
I know you love Maze.
I
so
love
I wanna hear.
Mazikeen.
Yeah.
She's my girl crush. I love Mazikeen.
She's dope. She's the demon who's assisting Lucifer, if you will, keeping him out of trouble. But obviously she's formed this friendship. And I've talked about it in past after shows. When all these celestial beings came to Earth, they were very much true to what their role is.
Right.
Lucifer was very much the devil, and Amenadiel was very much the angel that came down. But as they've spent time on Earth and amongst these people, they've softened up a bit.
Absolutely.
They've humanized a bit. And then you got Maze, who's like, yeah, let's talk feelings-ish. I'm going to earbud it out.
Right.
And I actually thought that
I
was,
love it.
I thought it was cool, the way they shot it, because we got her perspective of the, you know? But yeah, my favorite part was when she came up and was like, hi, honey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the awkward kiss.
It's like,
That was like the prom date right there.
I just wish that they give her, like, she is amazing with the fight scenes.
Yes.
So even though she tackled, what was her name at the end? The teacher, we'll get to in
Madison.
a minute.
Madison, yeah.
No, she tackled her at the end.
The train wreck.
I was really, I missed the fight scenes with her.
But
because they're super sexy.
This could be a reason. I actually, so last week I hosted this show alone, right?
I saw that.
And we had a great conversation, did we not? Thank you for being excellent co-hosts. But one of the things I talked about during News and Gossip is I randomly found a clip of her talking about being pregnant.
Oh, what?
So I'm assuming that maybe they're taking some of the fighting out because of the fact that she is pregnant, and obviously for safety reasons.
Gotcha, bitch.
Dang What?
How about everybody else out there in the viewing world? Were they shocked like I was? Just completely lost again. I was hooked by that time in the show. I was starting to follow the dialogue was happening for me. I was getting excited and waiting for the next quirky turn, and bam, took her out.
I loved it.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
Like
I was
full-on
not expecting
linebacker.
it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah,
That was good.
I really, really enjoy the development of that character, and everything that they do in terms of personality-wise is so consistent.
Yeah.
As far as again, when her walking up and slapping Chloe on the butt, and her, the kiss. I know I'm like bringing it up again, just because obviously you can tell that Chloe's face is like really,
Is
like
this
really,
happening?
really.
So, at what point do you think the two brothers are going to break down and go after each other?
Well, I don't. They have in past
they have?
episodes.
Okay.
I don't think it'll happen again because Menadil doesn't have his powers. Like he would get beat up.
Yeah,
I think he's a little jealous.
Oh, I
think
can
he is
see
too.
it.
He's
It just
absolutely
stinks
jealous.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because he made the comment like after he's holding the store and just he's saying something like, you know, be grateful, brother. Like you have powers and mom's paying attention to you, and it was such a child interaction of like, you have mom's attention, and we're all doing this for you.
And he doesn't even have Maze anymore. Oh, him and Maze, Menadil and Maze used to have a
Oh
thing.
no,
Really?
yeah.
Like a
She totally
thing.
like took his virginity.
I was going to say that's what knocked his wings off.
And it probably was because he's like, woo.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so really quick, also taking our chat's a little delayed, but also taking a look. Gosh, Renji was in there. We have AfterBuzz. Please create 12 Monkeys podcast. I don't know what that comment came from. Donald Ross, is it me or is Maze leaving the hell look and getting? Your comment disappeared, but I'm assuming getting more softer.
She's
She looks
getting
more
softer.
natural.
Yeah. But I think that part of that might be because she's pregnant, because I did notice a little bit more roundness in her face, so I pretty much think they're gonna play that up. But I liked her in the black when she was always in the black leathery. Slightly hooker, but not quite, you know, like I like that look for her.
Yeah.
'Cause she can pull it off. Her body's amazing.
Yeah. I'm still after the mama.
Yeah, of
Mama's
course
got
she
me right now. And I wasn't catching it. I thought that was the girlfriend to start.
Everybody does.
Everyone does.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I will absolutely be watching Lucifer next week.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yay!
Yeah.
You're hooked now,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 100%. I'm in.
Yeah. Nice.
So, am I the only one that kind of thought that Mom might have been? I thought Mom might have been Jesus in the fight scene when they were
Really?
fighting. And the reason for that is because technically,
Jesus is a ninja.
no, I mean, but he could be. I've never met the man. I don't know, but
I heard what you had to say a couple times when we were off screen.
right? But technically, Lucifer is the first created, but Jesus is the firstborn. So I figured that would add to the sibling rivalry.
Right.
Because technically, you know, he cast Lucifer out, but he, you know, accepted Jesus, you know, and Jesus really didn't do, you know, as much.
12 years of
technically.
all-girls Catholic school.
No, it's
coming
actually
out right
much.
now.
It's much longer than that. But I've been out the womb with it, and then I went to missionary school. But that's a whole nother story for
So
another
wait,
day.
let me ask you then, as somebody who did go to Catholic school for a very long time in your life, and you were raised on religion, coming across this TV show, were you offended at all?
So when I first saw it, I was like, I'm absolutely positively not going to watch this. This is terrible. This is blasphemy. And then it came on after X-Files, after the Super Bowl. And then I think I told you that my remote was broken, and I was lazy, and I had a lot to drink. So I didn't get up to change the channel. And then 10 minutes in, I was hooked. Because technically, to me, honestly, how I kind of pictured Lucifer in my head, I've never pictured Lucifer as this like horned demon, because he would never convince anybody to do anything. He's got to be kind of fine, right?
Right.
Because you can't just come up to me butt ugly and be like, do this. No.
Super good-looking
Like, he's
cast.
gotta
And I'm
be
a product of an
good-looking.
all-boys Catholic school. And I don't even think I hooked into the religion thing of it. The storyline was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It bounced all over the place. Easy to get into it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
When I first saw it, like I said, I easily thought that he played Lucifer very well, because how I saw him and he always just kind of pushes you to, and that's the other thing, that he never really tells people to do bad stuff. He just says, what is it that you desire? And then he pushes them into that. So that's always how I kind of
Honestly, I was just curious because, ironically, and for those who know Tom Ellis fairly well as fans, and in the past we've talked about, he is a product of his father and his brother are both pastors? Preachers. And so, you know, obviously landing that role and being like, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm playing the devil.
I wonder how that conversation went.
You know, he said that they
cool.
understand that it's not like supposed to be, you know, anti-Christ or,
But
you know,
it is.
Yeah, it's meant to be fun, like fun, playful.
Yeah.
you know, I was just curious.
His parents must be very open-minded, though, because my parents would be like, what?
Yeah.
It would not go over well.
Yeah. Billie Jean Girl. All I see from Billie Jean Girl is also Tom Ellis is hot.
Exactly.
You know, I agree, and so does LS5251. James K. Polk. Jimmy's brother is nuttier than I thought. What? Hi, I just walked into a really random conversation.
Right.
What are you talking about in the chat? Anywho, we have That Dog is in there as well. Chaotic Mayhem, who said hi earlier. Hello. I'm also a person of faith, and I was kind of in the same boat. After watching the first episode, this became my favorite new thing to watch. LOL.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Sarah Kwai, hello. I've not met you before. I don't think the Trinity is confirmed for the show. If Jesus is a thing in this world, so far it's God coming to earth in human form, not separate entity.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying, like, the sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
Because now we're going to have to play into more daddy issues now. That's what we're going to have coming up next.
Well, obviously.
Well, I think we always see, we're seeing the mommy ones. That's what I
thought. Yeah, we got the mommy ones now, but then, you know, coming up, they kind of
I think you're going to see this thing, in my eyes, being a first-timer, you know, cherry pop tonight, loving sci-fi, it's Trixie and Maze. I think somehow those two are going to play into something. They're going to be a bigger part, and they're part of the big scheme of the evil. You're gonna. That's my guess.
You are so on the evil
Tricks,
like, and I am not. I am not. But I do want to talk. You brought up Lucifer's issues, and of course he's going to Dr. Linda to talk through his issues. And I like that she wrapped things up by the end of the, beginning of the episode. Obviously, Lucifer is trying to figure out how to control his emotions.
Right.
But at the end, the fact that she said, the only way you can really get through them is actually face your emotions and deal with them, which is it can be applied to pretty much everything and every one of us who may have gone through something in our lives.
Right. But her quote was, "You had to." It wasn't the pain. You had to feel the pain to get through it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
So actually applies to almost everybody's life.
Yeah.
With some of the tragedies we see around, it's deal with the pain, get over it, move on. So it's kind of cool how they're weaving that in and out of today's life of what's going on.
Right. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, too, is when Lucifer picked up the flaming sword, finally, which, P.S., I like the fact that he acknowledged the fact that...
We're talking about the flaming sword in just a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you got really happy at the mention of
he leaned in on the flaming sword.
Were you guys left with the same mystery, everybody out there, the same thing, that why did it come to life for 15 seconds? What pain did he feel and why did it go off?
Well, maybe he felt enough and he's like, this is a lot. I've never let myself feel this. I'm done. This is too much.
Maybe. I didn't get that. I felt like he was right. Lucifer was right when he said there's something wrong with the sword. Because that's what he said when he put it down. I think he was in control of his emotions. I do agree that he probably didn't want to feel it at that moment. But Mom is a little too desperate right now for me to get back to heaven. And so I think that there is something wrong with the sword, which is going to play into... Because I don't think that it would have been left here just in perfect condition. It had some dings along the way.
How did he have this ultimate power to know that it was behind the wall? Or he knew it was put there?
He put it there.
Oh, he put it there. Okay.
I just think it's funny that... And I'm glad that Lucifer acknowledged, like, this is the flaming sword, because it's more like
I thought it was like a lightsaber.
It's like this little toothpick.
I tied that into the fact that maybe the last time he saw it was when he was a youth. And has he been an adult the entire time on Earth?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I like what you did there, though. I like what you did there. Like, it's kind of small because that's.
Remember that you kept saying. I just remember it being so big, and when you were a kid, everything looked huge.
But he broke it though. He said that. He said that when the rebellion happened, that God broke it and it destroyed it. So that's what I'm saying. This is a piece of it. So they probably need another piece.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
So.
But there's something that Lucifer has to do with that sword that's the key for Mom.
Right. Oh, and I love, he's the only one who can make the sword work, right? And he finally told Dr. Linda what his plan was, which is basically cut down the gates of hell, kick Mom in there and lock her up, and hey, maybe Dad will destroy her. Whatever, she deserves it. Both of them deserve this because they manipulated me.
So in 15 episodes, do we know why Lucifer hates her so much?
Yeah.
Has he come out and said it?
Hates Mom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She totally manipulated him this entire season. She's been doing it.
Well, when the show actually started...
No,
stop it right now. Do not do that. He didn't mean that, Mom.
No,
If
no.
you're watching, he did not mean that.
Sorry.
Yes, he did.
God, this is getting awkward. But when the show originally started, that's one of the things that the reason why he hated his mom so much is because, Dad so much is because Dad had cast him into hell. He just realized not so long ago that it was actually Mom's idea to put him there. So now there's like that dun dun dun.
So, Allie, when you and I go back on tour, are you going to be more like Maze for me?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm
So
saying?
she had this opportunity, 3 or 4 months ago when we were live, getting my teeth knocked out.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
And I thought you were going to come in and just boom, boom, but that didn't happen.
Dude, okay, so really quick, we'll tell the story. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
We were doing a live show
She laughed.
amongst, in an arena full of people, and here's Freddie talking, and honestly, all I saw, because I'm on the other side of the arena doing my thing, and I see Freddie, he's got his mic, da-da-da-da-da, no,
Yeah.
and I thought he forgot a line.
Yeah.
But
Oops.
what happened, Freddie?
The mascot fed me a microphone.
And it knocked your teeth out?
Oh, just
yeah.
a little bit.
You see how pretty they are right now?
Perfect.
Dr. Jacobson, thank you.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think you really understand the context of Maze, though, because her and Lucifer sometimes.
No.
I just wanted to bring
Okay, so now my mind's really... So you're telling me those two get together?
Yeah.
But
But
they never slept together.
Maze and Lucifer,
Yeah.
when the season started, they were all together having sex. And then Maze brought over some girls and said, hey, let's get it in.
Oh, see, bad memory.
Like,
I'm bad host.
that's how
Do I
they
get an invite to the party at the end of this series?
That's why I was. That's when you said that, I said, "Ooh, are you sure? Because that's a different relationship."
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. We are definitely good on that.
Okay.
So let's talk about the show because we've completely derailed,
We did.
just
Right.
way on a different tangent. Please forgive us. We talked about Trixie. Let's talk a little bit about the wellness coach, movement coach, the dumb as rocks coach.
That every
the
woman was waiting in
PE.
line for?
So
Yeah.
he had a Tuesday girl. Does that mean he had a
A Wednesday, Thursday girl?
yeah.
Probably.
You think so?
I don't know. I would definitely not be any days of the week.
I'll tell you, coming from the private school system that you and I came out of, the young lady, I don't remember who it was, the little tiny skinny one that came over, she was like the vindictive one, the information gatherer, the mom.
Oh, right, the
What
one
was
that
she
said that ridiculous line.
She didn't have to, no, what is it? What was the line?
Exceptional child means exhausted mom.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something
good
like
memory.
That. Yeah, that was a terrible line.
Yeah, bad line.
Yeah.
But that was good.
No one says that.
No, but there's there's always that one soccer mom, that one Catholic school mom, just like that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad I've never met that mom.
Yeah.
They did.
Okay,
sit
thank
together.
you, thank you. Ivan Soto, who says, no, Alikona, you're right. Lucifer and Maze have never
Okay, you don't remember
gotten together.
You don't remember the scene where they were all.
I don't know
wait,
either way, buddy, but I'm with
Casket
you.
Fan says that it was implied.
Well, okay,
Nice.
Implied. I've never implied sex. I've always just had it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I like
I'm
it.
just saying.
That's funny. Okay.
oh my God.
Oh, it's too good.
Oh my God, I love it. He looks from. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I was talking about Freddie. He looks familiar. The actor playing the coach, not sure, but any coach that has that kind of personality, you know, he probably did it.
First of all, I love how Debbie put it together, though. Like, okay, you're smart, your husband's smart, your kid is dumb as hell. No.
The booger harvester?
Yeah. He was in there, too.
Oh, he was getting it.
Man.
That kid played, his 15 seconds of fame were pretty awesome.
You right?
Concentrating. It's in there.
Oh,
Oh, poor
put that-
kid.
I'm gonna use that for my acting reel.
I was just going to say, your resume's strong.
Right?
That's
Oh, my
great.
goodness.
Oh man.
one says
so wait, okay, so Madison obviously was sleeping with him on Tuesdays, but
Tuesday.
she's married. Okay, the part that I missed, and again, a lot of times fans, I'm taking notes and watching, so sometimes I look down and I miss something.
Right.
And when she was explaining, you know, she's at the car, Lucifer totally in his own world, letting her in the car, because of course selfish Lucifer is like, you know, this is my issue, and I think I've handled, okay, channeling anger, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
oh, here, unlock the car, whatever. And then when she put 2 and 2 together about everything that was going on, did she say something about "damn you, Lucifer, and your chiseled jaw"?
That,
and
she
your
said
abs?
that to the gym teacher.
Oh, because I was
That
like,
was the
wait,
gym
Lucifer
teacher.
slept with the gym teacher to get intel? What?
I mean, that
No,
would
because they got together only one time, and she
Yeah.
was mad because he was perfect.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Sexually. He was perfect. She kind of implied that, since we're implying things, she implied that he was perfect sexually. But, thank you for I love that. But not so much mentally. Because it took him to the end of that scene to realize that was his kid. Bless his heart.
I have a dad?
That's so cool. Oh my. You gotta love the slow ones, though.
Yeah.
They make life fun. Sometimes.
Yeah.
She's like, not so much. But what about the principal crying? Can we touch on that?
Oh, I forgot all about that guy.
I thought he was so guilty.
So let's talk about that. The omission came in, and then he's like, well, can we retract that?
I thought that was so cute. Like,
what was
the
he
tears
retracting?
he didn't want them to know that he got the money. So he's like, since it has nothing to do with the murder, can I keep the money?
I love
it. Well, yeah, because he's like, because I need new clothes.
You know what I mean?
This position in my job, I only get paid this much money.
Trying to keep
doesn't even
up.
cover rent.
Right?
Yeah.
Bless his heart, not rent. He's eating pretty
I
good,
know a few
though, so it
people
covers
like
something.
that. 90% of the industry.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I love that though. Tears were just flowing, and then just nope, I didn't mean it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Or even my favorite part was the fact that you got Dan, who's obviously Trixie's dad, and then you got Chloe in there, and then whomever walks in is like, yeah, your daughter, da 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 da. Oh yeah, well, her father brought her in, and Dan's like,
right?
I love the whole element of humor in the show.
Yeah.
So that I had to follow that for a little bit, and you two were explaining it. I was catching on to it, but by the end, I was expecting some of that humor, and that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So the writing definitely flows with exactly what they're building on it.
Yeah.
I love
Super
it.
clever.
Yeah.
Yep. Super really good.
But my other thing that got me, and this is I can't be the only one who has handled a gun. Why was Chloe's gun in the car as a police officer? Why wasn't her gun on her?
You don't take your gun into schools.
As a cop?
I don't know. It's a good answer.
As a cop, you always have it on you, right?
Yeah.
And then if it's not on you, why isn't the safety on? I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Stuff like that bothers me.
Why though? Clearly, the girl who played Madison was playing the role of Madison not knowing what to do with the gun or how to use a gun. But I thought, what was the purpose of her being like, pow, 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 and then when everybody comes running out, it's like, shit. Dude, you just fired a gun.
Right,
what do you think is gonna happen?
I love the 3 bullets in the air that never came down.
Right?
Yeah,
they're still floating.
They're still floating in the atmosphere somewhere.
Could you imagine if someone was like, ow?
That would have been
happens.
great.
Yeah.
Especially if it was the gym teacher. That would have been so classic.
Oh,
We're really coming down on the intelligence of the gym teacher.
Classic jock.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. James K. Polk really quick says heaven might be Iowa. I don't know where that comment came from.
I don't either.
But I thought it was very interesting. They're having a good conversation in there. We're just hopping in and out.
Yeah, in and out.
And so,
Heaven might be Iowa.
I would think
Scare
it'd be
them,
Tahiti.
Alikona. You see, Ivan's back
Or
on for you.
Dubai.
Yeah, to scare them. Yeah, but that's the thing is, she obviously her IQ level is not that much higher than the wellness movement coach, because if it was just to scare them, who else heard those gunshots? Like, come on, like seriously? You didn't think that one very...
She was the one night stand with the jock, flipped out, fell in love with him, and never let go.
Well, that's why she was mad, because it was only one night. Why couldn't she be Thursday? Why?
Right.
He's got a Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh man.
We're reading our comments here.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. Reading everybody's much involvement.
Panicking.
It's going so fast.
It is. But you know what that means? RS Pierre.
The cop was off duty and could get arrested for a gun on campus. Is that true?
Okay, I'm with Autumn from Phoenix. How are they going to get back into heaven? That's like
the blade, Azrael's blade, which is the sword.
Well, that's how they're going to get through the gates.
I'm with Jackie. That's okay, but it's going to take another piece. But I think it has to do with Mom's light.
Okay, let's talk about that too. She's bleeding light.
So maybe there has to be some sort of death in order for there to be a resurrection. Boom. You see how I tied that all back in?
Yeah. I don't agree with you.
I'm just kidding.
This first timer just got lost.
But I'm saying, why? First of all, why is she the only one? Because Amenadiel's powers are gone. Why isn't he disintegrating in some way?
I'm glad you said that. Okay, so she's on a timeline, obviously, because at the end of the show, when she's in the elevator, she said... because both the brothers were saying, we have time, Mom, we have time, because in their mind they're thinking eternity. Hello,
right?
And she got into the elevator and said, not for me, right?
Is she going to become immortal?
Well, she's already immortal. That's where I get really confused, because if she just bleeds out into this like ray of light,
maybe she combusts. But what I was gonna say is
how it all started.
And maybe she doesn't. Okay, look. Maybe she also doesn't necessarily fully understand what it means to be leaking light, if you will, because when Amenadiel lost his wings, he didn't know what was going on. He just started molting. Like, literally, he was on Earth for so long, he started molting, and eventually he lost his wings and his power.
Right.
So perhaps Mom's leaking lights could mean eventually her loss of power and maybe becoming just human.
I think that's a good call.
That's a good one, yeah.
And the brother kind of lost his man card, too. He's getting a little soft, you know.
He's just a baby.
Mom doesn't give me the attention. He needs to get over it, man up.
I want my mom, too. I got good grades. I don't know why I did that. Stuff my brother would say. I got good grades,
so,
too.
Alikona, they didn't have wings.
They did. I don't know what you're talking about, Ivan. Amenadiel did have wings.
Okay, but if Charlotte dies, she goes to hell, not to heaven. But the thing is, will she die, though? Because she can't die because she's a celestial being. So if she just dissipates,
she's still a source of energy that goes on.
I got it.
Okay.
The sword, the other piece, one of the brothers gives her eternal life.
What?
What now?
You like that, huh?
No, because I don't know what you're saying.
The brothers are, whatever is missing in the sword, the combination of the brothers, and maybe even Trixie knows. You know, but somehow the mom is going to get eternal life. That's what's going on. She's dying.
Are you talking about Chloe, or are you talking about
Mom?
You're talking about Lucifer's mom.
Yes.
She already has eternal life, though.
But what didn't they say? If she dies, she's going to go to hell.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Well, hold on. Okay, so Billie Jean Girl pointed something out, because what happened is Mom entered a body of someone who died, right? So when she entered Charlotte's body, she had an ice pick inside the back of her head, and she was alive.
I love this show.
Yeah.
So technically, she shouldn't be alive even.
Ivan says Charlotte's body is breaking apart. She's the only celestial being inhabiting a human body. Lucifer and Amenadiel's bodies are their own. Are they, though?
I don't think that's accurate.
No, that's not true at all, because I feel like the first body that was entered got hit by a bus. I don't remember whose body that was, but I remember someone getting hit by a bus. Then they left and they entered another body. Yep. Or maybe that was Mom. No.
I don't know, but I don't know, because a celestial being wouldn't have human form. Right? I don't know. I just really need to know what's happening to Mom. It's really what
I cannot wait to catch up to speed on this. I'm so hooked now.
I'm glad.
A week from now, and I'm going to be right up there. I've got 14 episodes to get done in 7 days.
Yeah.
So when it teased the end, do you think God, aka Dad, will save Mom?
I think obviously they've planted the seed that they're in a big fight right now. Right. They're not getting along, so I don't know. And what's crazy about this show is they've painted a picture for God to be the bad guy in this whole show, which is ironic because normally you think of the devil as the bad person in this situation. But God is doing all these things, who is putting Lucifer, our beloved character, through all these things. And like, what's the purpose? Eventually we're going to have to
He's testing their faith for something bigger.
I think I got it. What? Chloe's the other piece of the sword.
That would be interesting.
Because God put her here specifically for Lucifer.
Perhaps.
But Chloe makes him weaker, correct?
Chloe makes Lucifer weaker, but Chloe was created by God and put on Earth for Lucifer.
They're going to sacrifice Trixie.
Why? What is happening with you and Trixie? We're going to need an intervention on this Trixie situation.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what? But I feel like we've been doing so many predicting because we just don't know what's going on. And we do have a predictions section of the show, so we'll save predictions for that.
Love it.
I do have lots of news and gossip, and I know we started late, but we gotta move things along. So why don't we just get into the news and gossip?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Boo-ba-doo, fancy music. I think I just caught I do that all the time. I catch the engineer off guard. They're probably like, wait, oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Where's the button with the cool music?
Here comes.
Maybe.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Love this.
AfterBuzz TV.
That sounds spooky.
Can I just say that maybe the engineer just wanted to hear me sing again, so that's why there was the delay in music. And so since it didn't happen, he's like, I'll just push the button, whatever.
I mean, maybe you should give the engineer what he wants. She's all into it.
Should I remind you about how many empty stadiums would come on my headset and be like, she can stop talking? They would shut her mic off with 15,000 empty seats. It was great. She sang, actually.
I did.
She sang Happy Birthday.
No, I sung A Whole New World.
Oh, that's a tough song.
No, you sang Happy Birthday to the Canadian World Champion.
I surely did.
You did live.
I did.
It was great.
Yeah, and I actually got to hear myself on mic in a huge arena, and it was awesomely flat.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was good. It was better than the 3.5-minute anthem.
Yes. Okay, so really quick, as we chit-chat about all sorts of fun stuff, so we're going into my pictures. I always like to do for news and gossip. I'll do some pictures of the cast, some throwbacks, and then some fun videos. So this is Lauren German, who is our detective.
Wow.
She was in A Walk to Remember. If you guys remember that movie with Mandy Moore. Oh, wait, you're like young and stuff. Okay, so anyway.
I don't, what?
Just a baby.
Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, got me back.
She was the mean girl in the movie. Anywho, so this is a really close picture of
She's
her.
so cute.
She really is.
So young.
And then
right
she
now.
was in Hostel also as well
nice.
as a brunette. The evolution of Lauren German's eyebrows is really what we're seeing right now.
Isn't it everyone's eyebrows, though?
Her eyebrows are so beat on this show. Oh my God.
That's pre-threading, correct?
Yes, it is. Okay, next. And then
you know this,
right? So, and
No,
then
I'm
this
kidding.
is from a movie.
No, that's not really true.
He threads.
No.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Don't ask him where.
Oh, let's move on. Let's move on.
Missing.
Anyway, so Missing. This is actually from a movie as well too, and this is obviously Lauren German, and the name has left me. It's called Dark something. So I apologize.
Okay.
Anyway, next item of something that I have. Okay, so this is Kevin Alejandro when he was younger, the cop's ex-husband for Freddie. So the reason I put this picture in there, so for
A little
those
plumpier right there, too.
He does
He
not
is.
look at all the
Nothing.
same.
He's got abs on abs on abs, as we've seen, but that's another story,
and we
ladies.
don't see enough of that.
I know. Who knew he was hiding those under there?
Supposedly the PE teacher has better abs.
No, he really probably doesn't.
Okay.
But anyways, the point is, so Kevin Alejandro has been an actor for a very long time. And what I did not know is he was a participant in something called the ABC Discovers contest, which they hold every year. I do believe they are on 40 right now. So what they do, and the reason I bring this up is because it just started May 2nd through June 2nd for all of you actors out there. ABC holds a nationwide talent search, mainly in LA. I've read the rules before because, whatever. And I know it's LA, New York, but I believe you can be anywhere in the world. This is an opportunity for you to have a chance to study with some legit people here in LA.
Nice.
It's almost
That's
like an
awesome.
internship program, and they do a big showcase in front of agents, managers, whatever. But the point is Kevin Alejandro actually was a part of ABC Discovers.
Is that how he got his big break?
I don't know. I just know that he was a part of that, and I
That's
thought that's
awesome.
really cool.
Yeah.
So again, I just, as an actor myself,
Somebody out in the viewing world could
sharing
help
the
us out. Look
information.
that up.
Yeah. Just go to ABC Discovers, and you'll find the contest rules if you do want to partake. Now, the rest is videos, just because they're fun, and this is, I don't even need to explain. Let's just watch it. Oh, we can't see the top of the video. There we go. There he is.
Oh, look at how freaking beautiful he is.
Lucifer.
Oh,
Is this Lucifer today or past?
Today, I don't know what he's doing, though.
see, that's what I'm saying. The devil couldn't approach me looking like that.
There's my girl on the left.
Yeah. Oh, wait, where'd the sound go?
Otherwise known as Ella.
Yes.
They're going to sing.
Oh, yes.
Well, I bow down to pray.
Jump in, Allie.
I forgot the words.
That's awesome. No.
Oh, wait. Okay.
So as they're butchering this, explain to me the eyebrow. It's got a little vanilla ice going on.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I think it's.
That's Maze. That's not a birth deal.
I thought it was a birthday.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's not. Oh.
You're gonna see so many little mazes walking around now with that cut out.
Reasons to walk away.
Oh, look at the harmony. Get it, ladies.
Yeah.
Need one good one to stay.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's that. We'll end that video.
Love that.
And then I have 2 more videos. But really quick, so the eyebrow thing, she actually talked about it on her Facebook Live. The actress herself, Lesley-Ann Brandt, who, by the way, is from South Africa and has the most amazing accent in the world. She explains a little bit of that on her video. I don't have the explanation off the top of my head, but I do know it's something they do for the show.
Nice.
Now, this, I just was having fun, and she's a brand new mom, Dr. Linda. She's a 2-month-old, and she's talking about this clip she's talking about sex on set.
She's
There we
wearing
go.
the same glasses she wore in today's show.
Yeah. So let's take a watch.
It would be really awkward. It would be as if all of these, the camera operators around here, were watching you
have sex.
lay in bed and like kiss someone and everything. That's not so bad. Tom Ellis is so lovely and British. So of course he's very reserved and very, very conscious.
He tries to make it easier for you.
He's in literally like in those scenes, he's in sweatpants. I'm in sweatpants and like a little like tank top.
I gotta ask this question because you kind of opened the door to it.
Yes.
Like when you're doing these scenes, okay,
I like
does the
this
guy get energized?
Yeah. Anyway, so how
did she answer that?
The explanation is actually yes. It does happen, and I've actually asked actors before because, if you think about it, you're human. Natural responses happen, and you got a female grinding on you over and over again for a take 255. It happens.
Right.
And so she said the best answer she ever got was a guy who came up to her before a sex scene, and he said, look, some things might happen, and if they happen, I apologize. And if things don't happen, I apologize.
Exactly, right?
Because then it's like a little offensive, right?
That's a good
great
disclosure.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, anyway. And then this is just, I thought it was really cute. Since this episode is Trixie focused, the actress herself is also in, what's that movie with Mark Wahlberg, Daddy's Home?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is.
Will Ferrell? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
this
yeah.
was from the press, one of the press,
A better dad.
she's explaining the story.
That's the basic part of the story, but you left out a few details. Kids these days they get out of hand. There are kids too.
Who's the little guy on the left?
He's
Girly
the
kids.
other kid in the movie.
Oh, you missed it. Okay, so that was her co-star. But the point is so basically she's trying to explain what's going on in the movie, and the boy's reprimanding her for not explaining it properly, and that's why he's like, kids these days, and she says, but you're a kid too. Well, girly kids these days, and she goes,
Aww.
Dumped her on that
yeah,
line.
it was the best reaction ever. I thought it was so cute. So, anyways, that's my fun news.
Yay.
Again, it's not necessarily newsy, but I just think it's cool to get an
good
insight,
insight,
of the actors because you just love them that much more.
Absolutely.
But now it is time for predictions, so you guys can get all those out.
Okay.
Fun prediction music. Hey.
And now,
Love it.
your AfterBuzz TV.
Like, makes you want to do like that.
Prediction.
I'm loving the lights.
Right?
The wedding dance floor.
Freddie, why don't you show us how to dance?
Oh, yeah, he promised us a dance off. We
you know
talked
what?
about this.
I gotta crack my leg. You don't want to see me dance. Can't do it. A lot of things I do really well in life, but not dancing.
Just a little seat dance, like a little wiggle.
Okay, there we go.
you go.
Okay. Hey,
Your
what was
shoulder, does your shoulder hurt?
Yeah, no, it's called limp hip. Sorry. All right. So before we go into that,
What do you want to say?
no. I want to get away from the dancing
He's like,
thing.
let's move on.
to a more comfortable zone.
Okay, so predictions. Obviously, you think Trixie is awful, and I don't.
Yeah.
I really think that Trixie is going to be somebody who allows Lucifer to really open up. I think it'd be really cool if he had the same type of relationship with Trixie as he has with Dr. Linda.
Right.
Like, we finally found some common grounds. You're pissed off at your mom. I'm pissed off at my mom. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
But we should talk about God. Opinions, thoughts, homeless man. The preview we got was this homeless guy thinks he's God.
Yeah.
Is he God?
There's a lot of people roaming around the streets here that think they're God, for
Yeah.
sure.
We live in LA. It
Yes,
happens
it happens.
every
Oh, yeah.
day.
I'm gonna stick. So I'll go first. Is that all right with you?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
sorry.
wonder, are we going to get off Trixie or?
Well, no, I'm gonna tie Trixie into this thing.
Okay.
There's going to be so many twists, but so far I see this little one being the connection. She's going to help him figure out whatever the end result is. But I still think that my prediction is that somehow one of the two brothers has the key to mom getting out of there. They have to do some sort of act, and that's the final piece. Those two things go together. Mom's on her way out.
I'm going to say that I think Mom is on a timeline, and maybe she was only given a certain amount of time when she left hell to get things back to normal, back to home. And if she doesn't, then maybe that celestial thing is out the door, and really that is the end of her existence.
Right. I'm going to go with, what they say every Sunday morning, God has a plan. And I'm thinking that God is literally forcing them to come back together in some way. And because why is he coming here?
I don't know, but I would really love, this is not a prediction, this is a request, writers. I'm just kidding. They've already filmed all of this. Abs,
That's
please.
first request.
Can God have abs?
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
He wouldn't look like they
Timothy
would be good
Osborne,
at it.
yeah.
Who
no.
did you think God was going to be?
Thank you for bringing that up, because if you follow this after show, I've said a million times, Morgan Freeman. And I love that they actually acknowledge that in the show. And Lucifer says, what do you think, my dad's Morgan Freeman or something?
But no.
And he has a six-pack. Is that what you're telling me?
Morgan?
Yeah.
No.
I think it's more like a
Not.
party ball keg.
No,
maybe single.
No. But what I was going to say is, I don't know what I was
You
gonna
were
say.
going to give a request, not a prediction, a request.
Right, and I don't even remember what the request is because we start. Thank you.
Sorry.
See what you've done?
I'm good at it. I know, that's all
Stuff
right.
is being thrown. It's got serious.
That's
in
why
here.
you're in the middle.
I know, right?
That's all right.
So
Lean
anyhow,
back.
I lost my prediction. I was trying to make a request and it got ruined. And I hear the music playing, which means our engineer is like, excuse you, stop talking, get off the air. So I'll take my
Time to
cue.
go.
Thank you. Let's turn to the front because I like for everybody to see us all together at once as we bid you adieu. So I just want to say thank you very, very much for those of you who stayed up late or in some time zones, woke up very early, to be a part of our after show too. And if you didn't, that's okay. We still love when you watch us on YouTube. Leave your comments below. And of course, continue the conversation, which is easy to do. You can follow all of us on social media. I'm at BoysandBeauty01 on Twitter, and of course I'm on Instagram. Tons of fun stuff. You might see this guy's face there. On Instagram, I am at yours truly, Alikona, with an underscore in between each word. Now, you guys, go for it.
You can find me on all things social media at JRae the Fanatic.
It's at Shep68, and all summer long, it's going to be the Badass Dash. I'll be the voice of that. Come out and join us. And then with this young lady back on the Monster Jam Tour.
Yes,
I want to go to this Monster Jam
you
tour.
should.
It sounds amazing.
It's
You would do a great job there. It'd be so much fun for you.
Yeah?
okay. Well, anyway, so
Not as I know. Geez, this one's crazy.
Irrelevant. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please find us on social media, and until next week, mwah, 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 goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
We have to do it like this.
From executive
show?
producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.